Yeah, run it back, nation. What is good? It is your boy DJ East with no frauds, no fanboys, no intros. That was not a 5-minute intro. That was an optic illusion. That was a figment of your imagination. You might notice we got a little bit of a new look going on, maybe a new sound going on over here. Run it back, Philly. We got the new mic set up. We got some headphones on. I'm hearing myself and the sound crystal clear. We're making moves. We're stepping up in the game here. We're becoming legit. And I want to thank you all for rocking with me this whole time. Anybody that was here when I was making 5-minute videos on my phone to what we're doing right now, thank you for being here the whole time. And anybody that's new, thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining. This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by, of course, the world's leader in male grooming products, Manscaped.com. Use the promo code NOINTRO20 for 20% off and free shipping at Manscaped.com. Get yourself the Lawnmower 4.0, the best razor on the planet. I'm not joking you. I use it all the time. It's quiet. It has a flashlight on it. It has skin-safe technology. You can go all over the most sensitive areas of your manhood. Take care of business without any fear of nicks, scrapes, cuts, anything down there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. So you want to use the Lawnmower 4.0 for all your business, all right? Don't forget, when you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. And how you going to rock your Speedo on the beach in August if you didn't use a Lawnmower 4.0? So get that, and get the best boxers ever on the website also. And they got all kinds of other stuff, man. Crop Reviver, Crop Preserver. You got ball deodorant. You got a hedge trimmer, which is a nose hair trimmer. You know, what are you guys walking around here with nose hairs sticking out, man? Come on. I'm trying to help you out here. Go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code NOINTRO20 for 20% off and free shipping. Hit the like button on the stream. That helps me out greatly. Give me 500 likes, man. I want 500 likes by the end of this stream. By the end of this day, this stream should have 500 likes. No excuses. And subscribe to the channel. Only 30% of people that watch these shows are subscribed to the channel. That is what we call fraudulent behavior, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the No Fraud Zone. So we continue in the Philadelphia 76ers offseason, the most boring time of the year when it comes to sports. The only thing to watch is baseball. I am a fair weather baseball fan. I do the Phillies when they're good. When they start to suck, I stop watching. They started catching up recently. I stopped watching. I just fell off. It's hard for me to pay attention to every baseball game. It's a long game, a lot of games. You know the drill, all right? We're going to talk about something that happened a little bit later in this show in the media world with a specific Phillies player that I thought was funny. So even if you don't watch baseball, you should stay tuned for that, because there was an exchange between a player and a media personality, and it's a debatable topic right now on Philly sports, the interwebs, you know, Twitter, Facebook, on and on and on. We're going to start the show with this, though. Somebody sent me this on Instagram. Shout out to you. Thank you for always, sending me things, DMing me, tweeting me. Maybe they send it to me on Twitter. I can't keep up, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name to even shout you out. I'm slacking here. DJ Eastwood, what's up, man? You're slacking. And we're going to talk about the Kevin Durant, Jalen Brown thing also. I see you guys in the chat. Where's my... this has to go up here. There we go. I got my people on the screen. Shout out to everybody that supports the channel, man. Aaron Cabbage with the most recent highest super chat, $19.99. Appreciate you. Dante Costa, most recent member of the channel. Sean Quigg, most recent subscriber. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. All right, so somebody sent me this, and if you don't know who Glenn Big Baby Davey is, maybe some of you young bucks, some of you young bulls don't know who that is. He was a player on the Boston Celtics championship team, which was coached by Doc Rivers. 2008 was when they won the championship. Doc Rivers coached that team from 2005 to 2011. And Big Baby Davis, in this interview on DJ Vlad TV, blames Doc Rivers for the Boston Celtics losing to the Lakers in 2010. And I thought, what better topic, what better video to react to on the show than a former Doc Rivers player, assumably, I didn't listen to it yet, by the way. I'm going to assume a former Doc Rivers player is saying all of the things about Doc Rivers that all of his other teams have said about him. And now, in just 2 short seasons, Philly fans are uttering around the city about Doc Rivers. So let's just use this video to reiterate all the things that is wrong with Doc Rivers as a coach and remind ourselves that no matter what we do this offseason with the roster, with free agent signings, with trades, with James Harden taking a pay cut to help Daryl Morey improve the roster, let's constantly remind ourselves that the coach of the team is Doc Rivers. So you have a hurdle no matter what. 05-13. I said 05-11. I was close. It was a close guess. Yeah, damn well actually's in the chat already. Well, actually, it was 05-13. It's all love. I'm sorry if I'm roasting you. It's just part of the game, man. 140 people in here. Please hit the like button. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, so let's listen to what Big Baby Davis has to say. And let me know if you can hear the audio, because I don't want to echo. But I don't know if browser plays audio through OBS. Let me know if you can hear this, all right? Give me a thumbs up in the chat or say yes or whatever for the audio if you can hear this. I got to click on it over here. Can y'all hear that? Can you hear that audio? All right, you can't hear the audio. Okay, we're going to start this over. We got to go. I know what I got to do. There we go. Now you should be able to hear the audio. Let's start it over. All right, here we go.
Then the next year,
I'm a one-man band.
you guys make it to the finals, to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Uh-huh.
You guys are playing the Orlando Magic, and then Dwight Howard elbows you in the face.
Yeah.
You get a concussion.
Yeah.
How bad of a hit was that?
It was probably the hardest I've ever been hit in the face in my life.
In your life?
Well, not in my life. I got beat up a couple times by a couple dudes, but a couple people at one time.
Yeah.
But
one person.
no, not one person beat me up. It was like
No, that's what I'm
six.
saying. But by Dwight Howard,
By
it's
one person. Yeah.
Dwight Howard is huge. I mean, I remember like
the man hit me.
his shoulder span is like massive.
The man hit me. I couldn't bounce back. It was one of them hits like, when I see him, it's like, man, I really don't. It bothered me how bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You want to get him back a little
I can't
bit?
let it go. Like, I can't. You know what I mean? Like,
To this day? Have you ever run into him afterwards and had a
Imagine getting hit by Dwight Howard, man.
conversation about this? No.
I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, I might not be ready to scratch, but I might talk about it. Like, man, you know you fucked up for that, right?
Okay. Well, you guys end up making it to the finals again against the Lakers again. But this time around, things went a little different.
Yeah.
Kobe was in his bag.
Not really, but really. You know what I mean? That game,
Kobe wasn't in his bag. Come on, man.
he shot the ball like shit. Game 7. It was really like Ron Artest and Derek Fisher. Those are the ones who won the fucking game for them. But
That sounded like a little bit of Kobe animosity going on here, man. It sounded a little bit like, no, we're not going to give credit to Kobe. Derek Fisher won the game for that. Are we going to go there, really?
But that was Doc's fault. I blame that on Doc.
Really? How so?
Because
I think I'm going to clip that out and use that as one of my sound bites. I blame that on Doc. Every time he does something. Next season, when we're doing post-game lives and we're doing recaps and we're doing lunchtime lives and everything, if I'm ranting about Doc Rivers, I'm just going to hit I blame that on Doc clip.
Really? How so?
Because Doc has a mentality of rolling with his veterans, the guys that he feel like got him there. But when you go back to 2010 Game 4, right, that was my big breakout game, meaning like the Shrek and Donkey, Nate Robinson. You know, that game we had to find energy for something else.
All I really remember from Big Baby Davis, I remember him playing in the NBA, but all I really remember is this clip of him running down the sideline after he hits like a game-winning shot and he stiff arms like a little kid on the sideline. That's just always in my mind when I think about this dude.
It's the same thing for Game 7, Doc. We got to find the energy from somewhere else in Game 7. So Rasheed Wallace played on Doc.
I was talking over this. I need to hear this part.
Energy for...
This sounds a lot like kind of what happened this season to me. You get all the way into the playoffs, into a Game 6, a Game 7, and you're asking your team for energy.
You know, that game we had to find 10 Game 4, right? That was my big breakout game, meaning like the Shrek and Donkey, Nate Robinson. You know, that game we had to find energy for something else. It's the same thing for Game 7, Doc. We got to find the energy from somewhere else in Game 7. So Rasheed Wallace playing on these minutes, KG playing on these minutes, you got to let us give them some break. And there was a period in that second half he didn't sub. And so now, you know what I mean? Now it's like, you know, and I get it. You want your veterans to help you. You rely on your veterans. You rely on the guys that got you there. But as a coach, you have to adjust. And that's the greatest thing about being coaches, being able to adjust on the fly at this moment.
Man. That really, really, really makes me feel exactly like I felt when Atlanta Series 2 playoffs ago, Tyrese Maxey saves Game 5, Shake Milton saves Game 6. They get to Game 7, and Doc Rivers says, everything that happened in this series, they got us here. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm going with George Hill at backup point guard. I'm going with George Hill at backup point guard. A guy that hardly played the whole season. A guy that has done absolutely nothing on this roster. I'm going with George Hill instead of the players that got me here because they're too young and I'm obsessed with old players. So, you know, Nate Robinson and Big Baby Davis coming off the bench for the Celtics had some important games to get them to a Game 7, and then Game 7 comes around and Doc says, nah, not playing you. And I see you guys in the chat. He's just mad he didn't play. He's just mad he didn't play. I understand why you're saying that, but really listen to what he's saying.
And that's the greatest thing about being coaches. You know, and I get it. You want your veterans to help you. You rely on your veterans. You rely on the guys that got you there. But as a coach, you have to adjust. And that's the greatest thing about being coaches, being able to adjust on the fly at this moment. What is going to get us there? What button can I go out there? Because at the same time, I've already proven myself in Game 4 that I can get things done. I can go out there and get us some quality buckets, quality shots, you know? And so I feel like he didn't use, you know, what truly got him there. He went to, KG, Rasheed Wallace, everybody. And then, you know, guys like Shaq, he was on that team. He didn't play. You know what I mean? I don't know if he had a foot injury. Yeah, we got to talk about that, Shaq. We got to talk about that. Shaq, goddammit, y'all. You was on that team. I don't care. No damn foot. Like, he had a toe injury. Come on, Shaq. You would still play. I think we was playing the Lakers and somebody told Shaq not to play, man. I got a problem with Shaq with that, man. Shaq was on that 2010 team.
Right.
Is that when Shaq was on The Celtics? Shaq went from LA to Miami. All right. All right, Glenn. All right, Glenn Big Baby Davis. You kind of argued with yourself there at the end of that video. You made good points about you contributing in Game 4 and then Doc Rivers saying no thanks in Game 7 because he's obsessed with veterans. But then you kind of complained that Shaq didn't play, who was absolutely washed and past his prime on that Boston team. I don't even remember Shaq getting on the floor that whole season. And if, I thought you were going to say he played Shaq in that game. That would have really proven that he's obsessed with veterans, but he didn't play Shaq, so your point there at the end didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But there you have it. In the grand scheme of things, whether Big Baby Davis is just mad that he didn't get to contribute or not, it's true Doc Rivers has been doing the same thing his whole coaching career, and that is in the most important times, in the most crunch time situations, Doc Rivers goes to the veterans. Straight up goes to the veterans. He's going to do it time and time again. It's what he's going to do. And it's why Daryl Morey has to GM against Doc Rivers. He has to. And this is what he did this season. He said, fine, you want to be obsessed? You want to be obsessed with veterans? I'm going to give you veterans that can contribute. I'm going to give you a P.J. Tucker. We know damn well Doc Rivers is going to play the hell out of 37-year-old P.J. Tucker. I'm going to give you Daniel House, 29, been in the league a while, has proven himself, has done things. I'm going to give you Daniel House off the bench. DeAnthony Melton, only 24, has proven that he can get buckets off the bench in Memphis. And it was a decent trade that Sixers gave up some to get him, bring him in here, and they're paying him $9 million a year. If Doc Rivers comes out and doesn't play DeAnthony Melton, then we're going to have some things to talk about. Then it's really going to have proven that Doc Rivers is obsessed with veterans. I think DeAnthony Melton's going to fit perfectly, and I hope he plays him. But all right, I see you guys yelling at me in the chat. You want to hear the Tyrese Maxey interview? So it was on Instagram page, and it's TikTok. It's just clips from TikTok. Really, it's like not very long at all. It's each clip is like 40 seconds. I couldn't find a full interview. Like, this looks like somebody clipped things out of a full interview and put them on TikTok, but I couldn't find a full interview. If you guys have a full interview or know where it is, go ahead and hit me up. Send me the full interview. It's just 2 little clips on the Hoop Genius TikTok. And, maybe I didn't do enough research to find the entire interview, but we're just going to listen to these 2 clips real quick of Tyrese Maxey in this interview. So, wait a minute. Let me get this up out of here. Here you go. And by the way, it's on the Run It Back Philly Twitter page. So if you're not subscribed or you're not following that, what are you really doing? Go follow the Run It Back Philly Twitter page, man, for all the content. Check it out.
What's your mindset going into this year and taking on a bigger role, knowing that some of your teammates might not be playing and you're having to step up?
Right. I remember my exit meeting after the round 2 exit of last season against the Hawks, and Coach Doc just telling me that he wanted me to be ready for any role that I had to take on. And I went into the summer and I grinded extremely hard and tried to get better at my shooting. I knew I was going to play with guys like Joel and Tobias, and if Ben came back, but now we have James Harden, another guy who causes a lot of attention to where we get a lot of spot up open threes. So I worked on that, and then I just worked on myself, getting to spots that I like to get to, and being able to be the best I can possibly be for my team.
What was your mindset going into this year? What was your mindset going in?
Yeah. Put this, man, just this kid, man. This kid's incredible. And I'm so glad Daryl Morey refuses to put this kid in a trade package. And it's not just what Tyrese Maxey is doing right now. It's not just what Tyrese Maxey has done in just one offseason. This kid's work ethic is the number one thing. The number one reason you can't trade Tyrese Maxey is because of how great he wants to be and the signs that he shows, the work ethic that he displays. He has all the intangibles. He has all the possibilities. It's almost a given. This kid's going to be a star. Because he has the possibility to be one. You can see it in the talent level. There's people that can work hard and never be an NBA star, but you can see it in the level of talent that he has. And you combine that with this work ethic and this mindset that this kid has. Yes, you absolutely can't trade him for anything. I'm there now. No Donovan Mitchell. No Kevin Durant. Nothing. Who said that? I love Maxey, but I'd trade Maxey every single time for KD. Bubba, drop your address, because I'm not having it. I'm not having the BS. I'm not having it. I'm just kidding. You can have whatever opinion you want to have. But I am not trading a kid with this work ethic, with this mindset, at his age, who's done what he did in just one offseason, who we could have on the books for what's he got left on his rookie scale contract, 2 plus an extension, plus a super max after that. We could have this kid on the books for 10 plus years. And you want to trade him for a 33-year-old quitter who, if he comes here and this team, it's not good enough for me, he might quit on you the same way he just did to Brooklyn? Give me a break. I don't want Kevin Durant anywhere close to this team. Anyway, let's break down the clip again.
Into this year and taking on a bigger role, knowing that's
because he's not just like, Tyrese Maxey's not just like, I need to do this. I need to go out here, do some shooting drills. He's targeting specific things. He's not just trying to get better at basketball. He's trying to fit with the players on the roster better. He's smart, man. He's smart, man.
Some of your teammates might not be playing and you're having to step up.
Right. Yeah, I remember my exit meeting after the round 2 exit of last season against the Hawks, and Coach Doc just telling me that he wanted me to be ready for any role that I had to take on. And I went into the summer and I grinded extremely hard and tried to get better at my shooting. I knew I was going to play with guys like Joel and Tobias, and if Ben came back. But now,
if Ben came back.
Now we have James Harden, another guy who causes a lot of attention to where we get a lot of spot up open threes. So I worked on that.
You saw that, man. You saw that from year one. Year one, he was just a little bucket off the bench. He was just a little combo guard who was going to fly from one end to the other, who was going to get from the three-point line all the way to the rim and show that he's one of the quickest in the game. And he didn't really have, he shot 30% in college from the three-point line. He shot 30% his rookie season in the NBA. He didn't really have a mid-range at all. He really just had a straight-line drive and a floater. And he's smart enough at this young of an age to go into an offseason and say, okay, what do I need to do? Now, we went from a player who was drafted number 1 overall, unanimous, generational talent, the next Magic Johnson, who for 4 straight offseasons said, I don't need to do a damn thing. I'm great. And everyone that doesn't like it can kiss my you-know-what. We went from that bum, scrub, loser, fraud to somebody who played 1 season, went into the offseason and said, okay, I had a decent rookie season for what was expected of me, for my age, for my time in the league. Now I'm going to get in the lab. Now I'm going to go target specific things, and I'm about to play alongside Joel Embiid and James Harden. Guess what that means for me? Spot up threes. So I'm going to get in the gym and work on nothing but spot up threes all summer. And I'm going to get 10,000 shots up. I'm going to get shots up and shots up and shots up. And that work ethic and that work that he put in and that mindset in that one offseason it just showed. It showed in the next season. He was a different player. And not just a little bit. He shot 42.5% from the three-point line, good for third best in the entire NBA. So what do you think he's doing now? What do you think he's doing in this offseason? You know what I'm saying? He was catching and gunning. Looked like a totally different player in one offseason. Playoffs came around. I think he lacked a little bit of confidence, just being as young as he is. I think he was a little bit unsure of himself in big games. He was wondering, should I be giving the ball to James? Should I be giving the ball to Joel? And part of that is Doc Rivers being in his head. Part of that is Doc Rivers. I invented Rajon Rondo, and I used to tell Rajon Rondo, every shot you take is a shot that Paul Pierce could have, is a shot that Ray Allen could have. So definitely, second guess yourself. Something a coach should absolutely never be saying to a young player like Tyrese Maxey. You know what? When James Harden got here, he got in Tyrese Maxey's ear. And he said, don't listen to that dude. Don't listen to Doc. You're a bucket. You go shoot the ball. You take any shot you want on this floor. And Sam Cassell, working with this kid every single day in practice, probably was in his ear also. You go take any shot you think you should take. Anytime you're open, you shoot the ball. Don't listen to Doc. I could rant about how much I love Tyrese Maxey for a long time. As you can see. 235 people in here, man. Please hit the like button on the stream. That would be greatly appreciated. Get your boy to 235 likes on the stream. Where's the second part? Here's the second part on the Run It Back Philly Twitter page that you should be following if you're not a fraud, at Run It Back Philly. All right, let's listen to the second part. That first part, man, I just love it. I just love it. Let's listen to the second part, man. Yeah, here we go.
In the life of an NBA player in the
How many
offseason.
shots do you get up a day in the offseason? What's your workouts look like?
So my workouts fairly consist of something different. I like to get up extremely early. I'm up at 5 a.m. every single morning, Monday through Friday. On my first on-court workout is at 6 o'clock. I do that workout. As soon as I'm done with that, I try to get a lift in. And then right after that, I'm back on the court again, getting back to it. So I'm getting 3 workouts in before 11 a.m. And I think I just do that because it gives me a psychological advantage over my opponent, just because I know they weren't up when I was up. I know they weren't working hard as me. And I feel like I can, I use that to my advantage.
Day.
You know who that reminds me of, man? That mindset right there, that dog mentality, that reminds me of one Jimmy Butler, who at one time in the bubble got in trouble for dribbling a basketball in his hotel room in the middle of the night. And Jimmy Butler is somebody who was not drafted as high as Tyrese Maxey, who doesn't have and didn't have the basketball skill set, the intangibles. But he overcame all of it by working harder than the next guy. And so with Tyrese Maxey and that mindset that he just put out there, I get up at 5 a.m. My first workout's at 6 a.m. Then I go lift weights. Then I come back and hit another workout. I got 2 workouts in and a lifting session before 11 a.m., and that gives me an advantage over my opponent because I know you weren't up when I was up. You weren't working like I was working. You're telling me you gave me a player who can dribble, pass, and just shot the ball from the three-point line at 42.5% on the season. You gave me that player. You gave me that skill set with the Jimmy Butler mentality. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, my goodness. Tyrese Maxey is going to be something special, man. Tyrese Maxey is going to be something special. What are you guys arguing about in the chat, man? You guys are still mad at Bubba for saying he would trade Tyrese Maxey for Kevin Durant. Well, hey, man, listen. You're allowed to have your opinions, okay? You're allowed to have your opinions. All right, so Slam Studios, I found this on Twitter yesterday, posts each team's breakout season player. And there's a key in the bottom right here. As you can see, they got purple all-star players that are going to be, or purple is all-NBA players that are going to elevate to all-NBA level. The light blue, they got players that are going to elevate to all-star. The green, they got elite starters. And yellow, they got players that, a little bit like under-the-radar players that are going to become solid role players. For the Sixers, they got Tyrese Maxey in the light blue for all-star. Tyrese Maxey in 2022-23 NBA season is going to be an all-star. And that's why I kept saying, for everybody, we need more, we need more, we need another star, we need another star. No, we don't. Because Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey are going to be your big three. The jump that he took from one offseason, from a player everyone was questioning, is he ever going to be a good shooter? Is he going to be a good enough shooter? I was questioning it. Came in last season and we said, wow. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to reserve my thoughts because this kid is doing something. Now one more offseason. Tell me Tyrese Maxey's not going to be an all-star. Brandon Droles. Oh, that says Jalen Green. Jalen Green will not be an all-star. They got Jalen Green on here? Yeah, I mean, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. But I think it's very likely that Tyrese Maxey elevates himself to an all-star level. An all-star level. Now, when it comes to all-star voting and they got the positions and they want to put all the certain players on the teams and you already got James Harden and Joel Embiid, so I wouldn't be shocked if he's at arguably an all-star level and doesn't make the all-star team just because of that. But I could see reserve. I could see bench all-star. I could see if a player's injured and isn't going to play in the All-Star game, Tyrese Maxey being that guy, bang. And even that is an insane accomplishment for where he was drafted and the deficiencies that it looked like he had coming into the NBA. So if that happens, we're in good hands. You got DeAndre Hunter, Patrick Williams, elite starters. LaMelo Ball elevating to All-NBA. Sky's the limit for that guy. Anthony Edwards, of course. Of course, Anthony Edwards. Sky's the limit for that kid. I don't know about All-NBA this upcoming season, but eventually, for sure. Josh Giddey, elite starter. That one stands out to me. That's interesting. R.J. Barrett for the Knicks. They have becoming an all-star this upcoming season. I could see that too. The problem with the New York Knicks is that, Julius Randle hogs the ball and takes a bunch of bad shots. But R.J. Barrett's got potential for sure. Zion Williamson, All-NBA. Let's pump the brakes here. Kid can't get on the floor. Kid can't get his shit. Kid can't get the weight down with the injuries, man. He blew a shoe out in college. I've never seen a shoe explode before in my life. I don't have good feeling about Zion Williamson's NBA career. I think he's too heavy for the style of basketball that he plays, and I just don't see him being healthy. It sucks, but I don't see him being healthy. De'Aaron Fox All-Star? I don't know. Hey, we know the Sacramento Kings are all in. They're in win now mode, Trading Tyrese Halliburton for Domantas Sabonis. Anyway, little fun clip that I found. Something people have been talking about on the internet yesterday is a clip of James Harden backstage at Rolling Loud with Lil Baby eating Bun B Trilogy. Bun B, old school hip hop artist, makes burgers, I guess. Trill Burgers. So they're back there eating cheeseburgers, and everybody's like, "Oh, there's James Harden eating a cheeseburger. Dude, he's not working out at all. He's at a concert eating a cheeseburger." Hey, man, come on, bro. Do we have to go to this extreme? I think you can be working out every day, getting in check, getting healthy, getting in shape, and you can take a day off and go to a concert and eat a cheeseburger, all right?
But hold on, man. Nigga ain't got what this man tripped. That's it.
Hey, bud. You got something special, big dog. Shit, fire.
Thank you, bro.
Fire.
I'm in here, Daryl. I'm going to come pop up.
No, do not hit up Daryl. Do not bring the cheeseburgers to the Sixers facility. Don't do that.
It's going down. We got to get baby a burger. Baby, we got to get you a burger, baby.
He needs about 10 of them.
We got you a burger.
Anyway, the ultra negative Sixers fans on Twitter went nuts with that. James Harden eating a cheeseburger. And this photo was posted over the weekend. James Harden looking slim. The tweet says here by Tristan 961822246. Hey, man, look, you got 15,000 likes on a tweet. You don't even have a profile picture. You're doing Twitter good, man. It's better than I've ever done on Twitter. So there's James Harden looking slim. What do you guys think? Does he look different? I feel like we say this all the time. I feel like he came from, Houston, went to Brooklyn, and we were like, oh, my God. He lost like 100 pounds. Look how slim he is. Then he came from Brooklyn to Philly, and I was posting videos and photos and saying, oh, my God, look at James Harden. Look how thin he looks. Look how in shape he looks. And then, we got deep into the playoffs, and it was like, this guy's like 20 pounds overweight, man. I don't know. He looks fat and slow. I can't figure it out. I think he's a shapeshifter. I think the way that he played made us feel like he was overweight. I don't know. Does that make sense? What do you guys think, though? Here's a recent picture of James, and they say he's looking slim. So what do you guys think? The girl that he's with is not one of Deshaun Watson's exes. It's actually somebody that interviewed him talking about his wine collection or his new wine that he's putting out or something like that. Is what I believe. I just wanted to make a Deshaun Watson joke. That's what I wanted to make. But for those wondering, that is not James Harden's wife or girlfriend. That is someone that interviewed him and he took a picture with her. I don't know if he looks slim, man. Let me know what you guys think. Does he look lighter? Should he look lighter? And calm down in the comments. We don't need any race comments in the chat, bro. Come on, man. Come on with the race stuff in the chat, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, so shout out to James Harden getting in shape. All right, so here's the thing that was floating around yesterday. Because and look, I don't do a lot of baseball talk on here, but I don't know, a lot of people that follow my channel is Sixers fans that don't watch baseball, so they don't want to hear it. So I get that. But even if you don't watch baseball, this is funny and this is fun to keep up with because it's an absolute debacle. Okay, so let me just fill you in if you don't know. Nick Castellanos is a baseball player that the Phillies signed in the offseason, gave him a $100 million contract. Him and Kyle Schwarber were the two guys that are supposed to put around Bryce Harper. This was supposed to be one of the best hitting lineups in the majors. It was going to be so unstoppable and powerful. We were going to be completely unstoppable, right? Nick Castellanos, when he signed that contract, here's a fun fact, signs a $100 million contract, and he goes to South Jersey and purchases Ben Simmons' $5 million house in South Jersey that he had for sale for over a year when he quit on the team. So this guy thought it was a good idea. Let me go move into the house of the most fraudulent player that's ever existed in Philly sports, and maybe sports ever in general. Let me go move into that house. There's bad juju going on in that house. There's a bad aura. Anyway, Nick Castellanos, after signing a $100 million contract, has absolutely stunk the entire season, okay? His on-base percentage is like 135th out of a possible 153 in the entire league. So he went from a very good hitter to one of the worst in baseball, signing with the Phillies and moving into Ben Simmons' house, all right? So the reporter here, John Salisbury from NBC Sports, asks him, did you hear the boos? Did you hear the boos after you struck out there? And he got mad at the question. Let's just listen to it. I just find it entertaining. Where'd my audio go? Well, I got no audio on the clip, man. Oh, I muted the webpage. I'm dumb. Let me get back to this. Bruh. I messed it up, man. Technical difficulties for your boy. We're going to go like this. Copy into a different window. Paste. That should work. No? I still don't? Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it.
No, man, I lost my hearing.
So he asked him, did you hear the boos after you struck out there? And here's what he says.
Did you hear the boos there when you struck out and they played the game there?
No, man, I lost my hearing.
So you didn't hear it?
Come on, man, that's a stupid question.
Why is that a stupid question?
Can anybody else answer that for him? Anybody? Yeah, man, that's a stupid question.
It's not a stupid question. If it's a stupid question, you should be equipped to answer it.
All right. I did answer it.
All right. The answer should be able to handle a stupid question.
We got the answers.
That doesn't mean that I can't say that it's a stupid question.
It wasn't a stupid question. It's a legit question.
If I heard the booze, that's a rhetorical question. Of course it's a stupid
Did you
question.
hear the boos?
That's a stupid question.
We got the answer. We're good. Thanks, guys. We're
Then
close.
you should be able to handle a stupid question.
I did.
So John Salisbury pops off at him, yells at him. And there was a lot of debates on Twitter about this, who was right, who was wrong. At first, I was like, this is a loser mentality. You stunk the whole season. Somebody asked you if you heard the boos. Just say, yes, I heard the boos. I haven't been good this season. The fans are rightfully upset, and, I need to be better. We've seen it happen. Bryce Harper has said it before. They asked Bryce Harper when he got booed. He said, "I would have done the same thing. I haven't been good." That's what hardworking, self-accountable type of players do. Joel Embiid, when he got booed in Philly, he said the same thing. I would have booed me too. I suck tonight. He said that. Ben Simmons gets booed, and he says, "Stay on that side. If you're going to boo, stay on that side." One thing you don't want to do is fight Philly fans. Now, Nick Castellanos didn't fight Philly fans, but he came back at John Salisbury and said, that's a stupid question. And John kind of yelled at him. So I was a little bit on John Salisbury's side with this at first. And then somebody on Twitter pointed out that this clip was heavily edited, and they chopped out the whole beginning of it, right? Or the whole middle part of it, to make it look like that was the entire exchange. And this is Jamie Apathy, who is a 6 ABC Sports anchor reporter, who posted this. And I don't think she did that. I don't know if she did that intentionally to let me post this part and clip out the rest and post the end. I think she was just trying to make the clip short enough so that it would, so people could see the whole thing, see both interactions, right? So we have a little bit of a fight on our hands between media reporters. And my guy, Matt Geib, okay, goes after her. And Matt Geib is a Phillies beat writer, okay? So we got beef between sports writers, which is funny. And here's Matt Geib's original tweet, okay? He said the Phillies were swept at home by the Cubs for the first time since July 25th. The losing pitcher, blah, blah, blah. Somebody says, is the full Castellanos interview available anywhere? He says, it is, but it's not my footage, so I cannot share it. Jamie Apathy is a disgrace. That's a little harsh, don't you think? Matt Gelb, that's a little harsh, don't you think? Is a disgrace? So, of course, the followers tag Jamie in there. And then there's a little back and forth, okay? Jamie, quote, tweets the tweet of him saying Jamie Apathy is a disgrace. They might have deleted this whole thing, maybe. Now she says, what on earth is your problem, Matt? What did I ever do to you? I'm not sure I ever even spoken to you. Matt says, why did you post a heavily edited video that misrepresents the exchange? You removed all context from the conversation that you weren't even at. This isn't taking sides. People deserve to see the whole thing, not some manipulated video for clicks. So what's better than two B-level reporters beefing with each other on the internet? And I think I have the full... I got the full one somewhere. It's probably in the replies here. It's not my footage. I wanted to show you guys the full video. Here you go. So here's the Jamie Apathy herself says, fine. Here's the full video if you want to call me a fraud. If you want to say I edited it. So here you go. Here's the full video. And once I watched the full video, I kind of felt differently about the situation. I kind of felt like Castellanos handled himself pretty well in this interview and just thought that was a stupid question. And he told John Salisbury that was a stupid question. And the way that Salisbury yells at him kind of tells me, like, bro, you like old school media personalities, man, you really think that these people work for you or are some kind of employee of yours or you know, he kind of yells at him and demands an answer like, it's getting weird, man. It's getting weird, but a lot of these guys are probably old and senile anyway.
Hear the blues there when you struck out and they playing the game there?
No, man, I lost my hearing.
So you didn't hear it?
Come on, man, it's a stupid question.
Why is it a stupid question?
Can anybody else answer that for him? Anybody?
So you heard them? And
of course.
What does that feel like?
What does that feel like? What kind of question is that, man?
What does the booze feel like? It is what it is, man.
You think they have a right to do that? I mean, do you think you delivered enough?
I don't need to give an...
So there you see John Salisbury doing what the media does. He was trying to create a story. He was trying to get Castellanos to say something about Philly fans. He was trying to get him to say, you know, I don't think the fans should boo players. He was trying to get a big-time story out of this. He's trying to pry a story, and I think Castellanos handled it the right way.
They have a right to do that? I mean, do you think you delivered enough?
I don't need to give an opinion on that.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
Where do you go from here then? Well, in a situation like that, when it's obviously you're hearing things like that, I mean, where do you personally go? How do you internalize it and then try and make yourself better? I'm sure you've been through this before, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I've hit lows in my career.
Right.
I think I go home, and then I get ready to play baseball tomorrow.
I go home to my Ben Simmons' house.
Is there a lot of pressure to play here? Are you finding?
I mean, it's just different. It's very similar to my first year in Cincinnati. You know, new organization, new faces, new philosophies, new city, new energy, new fan base. It's nothing that I can't adapt to.
Do you think coming out of Treehole would help a little bit, maybe take some pressure off?
That's a question for Rob. I'll hit wherever. I like hitting three. I'm not somebody that thinks where I hit in the lineup has anything to do with how I perform.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
No doubt. Yeah, man, that's a stupid question.
It's not a stupid question. If it's a stupid question, You should be equipped to answer.
All right. I did answer it.
The answer should be able to handle a stupid question.
We got the answer. But that doesn't mean that I can't say that it's a stupid question.
It wasn't a stupid question. It's a legit question.
If I heard the booze, that's a rhetorical question. Of course, it's a stupid
Did you
question.
hear the booze?
That's a stupid question.
We got the answer. We're good. Thanks, guys. We're
Then you
close.
should be able to handle a stupid question.
I did.
You should be able to handle a stupid question. He says, I did. That was entertaining, man. That was entertaining. Don't KD and Harden have beef? All right, so what all you guys are talking about in the chat, obviously, is the Kevin Durant situation. No, we don't want Kevin Durant anywhere close to Philly. No, we don't want to trade Tyrese Maxey for Kevin Durant. No, we don't want this fraud, loser, scared, runaway guy in the franchise. He's going to gut your franchise. You're gonna have to give up 5 first-round draft picks and your young talent, and in hopes that this guy's happy and can deliver you a championship. And if he's not happy, he's gonna quit. Signed a 4-year contract in Brooklyn, and said, "Nah, you know what? I quit." So I don't want him anywhere near Philly. But Shams tweets, the Boston Celtics have offered a package of Jalen Brown to the Nets for Kevin Durant, which Brooklyn turned down and countered. This keeps getting more interesting to me. Because what do we think? What does Brooklyn think? Brooklyn's price tag for a player who has shown now that he has no loyalty, the contract doesn't even matter. I can sign a contract and I can leave. Brooklyn's price tag for this guy is insanely high. And the Boston Celtics offered you Jalen Brown and more, and you said no? A 26-year-old, 24-plus point per game player, the perfect NBA wing, 6'7", 235, can shoot the three at a high rate, can get to the rim, one of the best finishers in the rim in the entire league. And you could then take that and the draft picks and build around Jalen Brown, and maybe Ben Simmons stops being a fraud, probably not. But I think that's a pretty damn good return for a player that people are scared to give assets for because he might quit on your squad. Brooklyn says no. Now, Shams tweets this, of course, strategically with the link to his website, The Athletic, which you have to pay $1 to read. So he wants people to click on this so he can make money. So that's why he doesn't tell you the details in the tweet here. He says, hey, you got to click on this and pay $1, and then I'll tell you the details of the rumor that I heard from the sources. But shout out to Milad Heat on Twitter, who straight up just quotes it from the article right in the reply. So shout out to him for that. He says the Celtics offered Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick to the Nets for Durant. The proposal was rejected, and Brooklyn has asked Boston in any proposal to include Brown, Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart, draft picks, and potentially one more player. What are we doing? I don't think the Boston Celtics are going to give up Jalen Brown, Marcus Smart, more draft picks, and potentially another player for Kevin Durant, who, if comes here and is not the perfect fit next to Jason Tatum, and by the way, Marcus Smart is a huge reason that team is as good as they are. If Kevin Durant comes to Boston, doesn't fit perfectly next to Jason Tatum, and is upset about it, that's going to be a disaster, right? I wouldn't do that if I was Boston. But if Boston does do that, and Kevin Durant stays healthy, is that a championship-level team? You got the interior defense of Grant Williams and Robert Williams and Al Horford at 57 years old. And you add Kevin Durant to that alongside Jason Tatum. Yeah, that's a championship level team for sure. I'm not gonna say it's not, right? But I don't think Boston gives up that much for Kevin Durant. I think the risk is too high. The fact that it could come back and completely blow up and be a disaster is too high. That's where I'm at with it. What you guys think in the chat? Last thing I want to talk about before I get up out of here is something that's going to piss off Eagles fans. Is going to piss off Jalen Hurts fans. But it's something we got to discuss, man. Because going toward the Eagles season, all the things they did this offseason to make the team better, the question remains, is Jalen Hurts good enough? And the question will always remain. And there's of course, the fanboys that don't want to hear the negativity. And they say things to me every time I talk about Jalen Hurts, and probably some of you are going to say it in the chat right now. I'm keeping receipts. I'm going to remember this. And when Jalen Hurts balls out this season, don't jump on the bandwagon. First of all, if Jalen Hurts becomes a great quarterback, if Jalen Hurts can suddenly throw an accurate football, if Jalen Hurts can suddenly stand in a pocket and read the field and make multiple reads without panicking, if Jalen Hurts isn't out there doing 360s in a clean pocket and running for no reason, if Jalen Hurts is suddenly not missing deep balls by 10 yards to the right, 10 yards short, yes, if Jalen Hurts goes out there and looks like a good quarterback, I will be the first one to sit up here and say, I was wrong about Jalen Hurts. He put in the work. He overcame the things. He overcame the deficiencies. I don't see that happening. And so, not that video games matter, but Jalen Hurts is the 24th highest rated QB in Madden 23. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because when you look at a player and you say, what should we rate him? And you watch what he did the whole season, and you watch what he did against good defenses, and you watch what he looked like in a playoff game after they ran the ball the whole season to cover up the fact that he can't throw. You say, this guy's probably about the 24th best quarterback in the league. And it just is what it is. I just don't think... I think he's going to be a career backup. People are mad, man. So, the first response here is Hurts MVP season. So, yeah, somebody that believes Jalen Hurts is going to go from not a good quarterback to MVP is funny. And he says, playoff QB LOL, but still a 74 overall. Your team making the playoffs doesn't make you a 90 overall quarterback, bro. You ran the ball 50 times a game because Jalen Hurts can't throw. You beat a bunch of bad teams the second half of the season and snuck into the playoffs. And shout out to the team for getting to the playoffs. That doesn't mean he should be higher than a 74 overall. Carson Wentz is only rated a 73. I think that's funny. I don't care what Madden thinks. Guys show promise. What was Nick Foles' Madden rating going into the year when we won the Super Bowl? Well, Nick Foles has a cannon. Nick Foles wasn't good his whole career. And I don't think Nick Foles is a starting level NFL quarterback, as you've seen. Jacksonville, then Chicago pays him. And that Super Bowl season was magical, and he turned into Joe Montana, you know. Jalen Hurts does not have a cannon. And Jalen Hurts is not going to go into the playoffs and throw for 500 yards in the Super Bowl. So the Nick Foles thing, that comparison doesn't make sense to me. 74, come on, man. You're not even trying to hide the disrespect. So there you have it, man. There you have it. I'm right about Jalen Hurts, and Madden says so. Anyway, man, that's all I got. What you guys talking about in the chat, man? Throw me some questions, whether it's NBA related, whether it's NFL related. Throw something out there. Question, comment, slander me, roast me, do whatever you want. Drop it in the chat, and I'll sit up here and chop it up for a couple minutes before I get up out of here. And as we get closer to the season, to the Sixers, to the Eagles season, to the Sixers season, I will start taking calls again on the daytime show, and that'll be fun. Speed Demon, how do you feel about the upcoming season? What are we talking about? The Sixers or Eagles? What are we talking about? Jacob McDaniel, Tyrese Maxey getting most improved player this year. I thought he should have got it last year. Honestly, who got it last year? Who got most improved player last year? DJ, I know you hate this, but it's pronounced Castellanos. Thanks, bro. Thank you so much. Well, actually, it's pronounced Castellanos. Oh, John Morant got most improved player. Yeah, I guess you had to give it to him, man. He was playing at a superstar level. Although the Philadelphia 76ers did beat the Miami Heat without James Harden, without Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey went down to the wire in the fourth quarter, back and forth with one Ja Morant, and won the game. So, hey, that'd be cool if Tyrese Maxey got it this year. And look, what we saw in that game, remember that game. Remember that Memphis game, Tyrese Maxey versus Ja Morant in the fourth quarter. And Tyrese Maxey put the team on his back and won the damn game. If Tyrese Maxey ends up at a level of a Ja Morant, this is a serious big three. And the Sixers are winning the NBA championship. Hot take: Maxey will be better than Ja Morant. That is definitely a hot take. I don't know if I can comment on that really, but Nick Foles has a cannon. That's a questionable statement. Absolutely, it's not. I mean, just go watch Nick Foles throw a football. I mean, come on, bro. The guy can heave the damn thing 70 yards. He's done it his whole career. Come on, man. Yes, Nick Foles has a cannon. There was another one, man. Would you trade for KD? Knock it off. Are we better than Miami now with PJ, Melton, and House? Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. One of the main reasons Miami was amazing. Not amazing, but to the level that they were at, the bubble champion or getting to the NBA Finals in the bubble, and a winning culture, Heat culture, the Miami Heat here, the Miami Heat there, but they never actually win. one of the main reasons was Jimmy Butler, obviously, and P.J. Tucker last season, and we took him. We stole him. We yanked him. We paused. We got P.J. Tucker up out of there. We put him on our squad. Now we got the dog. We got the dog. Speaking of the dog, I posted a little montage of P.J. Tucker being a dog. A little highlight clip I posted on the Run It Back Philly Twitter page. If you're not following that, what are you really doing with your life? And so speaking of which, here you go, man. Here you go. Here's PJ Tucker being a dog for 1 minute.
PJ Tucker.
Damn, that was loud. Holy shit.
On one end, chasing the rebounds. On this end, chasing several rebounds. Pursuing.
This is what PJ Tucker does.
PJ Tucker on one end, chasing the rebounds. On this end, chasing several rebounds. Pursuing the basketball and being rewarded. His first bucket of the game. Here we're going to see.
I love the dog, man.
And then the ability.
I love the fighting spirit. Philly's going to love this guy. Are you kidding me? Dude's going to get 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession, finish it, and scream in everybody's face. Philly's going to love this dude.
Being rewarded. His first bucket of the game. Here we're going to see the deflection and then the ability to get out and train.
Get that junk out of here, Trae Young. Blocks Trae Young's dumb floater, whatever that was. Was that a pass attempt?
Here we're going to see the deflection and then the ability to get out.
Then dives on the floor, beats everybody to the ball.
And this is
guarding Giannis one-on-one, 30. Well, he was in Houston right here, but still, what, 34-year-old P.J. Tucker maybe?
I mean, again, the leverage underneath. He's able to root him
guarding
out,
Giannis?
and then he's able to move his feet, take a charge. So, I mean, this is going to be a difficult matchup, I think, for Giannis because
this is going to be a difficult matchup for Giannis. 6'5" P.J. Tucker is a difficult matchup for Giannis because the dude never stops. Here he is guarding Trae Young one-on-one last season.
Watch this defense by P.J. Tucker, moving his feet, making it tough on. P.J. Tucker's my age. He should be retired like me.
Philly's going to love him, man. Philly's going to love him.
Yeah. Right, just not aware that Tucker is on.
There's plenty of time.
Philly's going to love this dude. Look at him. He almost smacks the whole air out of the basketball with his forehead. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see this dude be a dog on the court, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. No negativity in the chat, man. With our luck, he's going to be dog shit this year. Knock it off. PJ got straps. Not going to lie, Giannis just missed. September, come on, man. God. This is me every day on the internet, man. Every day. I post a James Harden highlight clip. The top comment says, low-key, the first play is a moving screen. Oh, my God. You just love to ruin things, man. You guys just love to be miserable on the internet. I'm looking at something awesome. How can I ruin it? How can I bring my negative energy into this? I gotta bring it down. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man, listen. And anybody that I roast on the show, it's all love, man. Thanks for being here. I'm just messing around, to be honest with you. Thank you for being here. This is Run It Back Philly. Shout out to the new look. Shout out to the new setup. Shout out to all the supporters. Thank you for always supporting the channel. I'll be back soon. Hit the like button on the stream. Subscribe if you're brand new. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating. Don't forget, go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code NOINTRO20 for 20% off and free shipping on the best razor that's ever been invented. The Lawnmower 4.0 skin-safe technology. It's quiet. It has a flashlight. Look, let me show you the flashlight. Can't even hear it. Go get you one. That's it, man. Y'all have a great Monday. Peace.